so now that you're logged in, now we're going to talk about how to create a new page. And you can see all your pages. Just head over to Pages off to the left side. And so those are all the pages that you can see on the site. Okay. So you can click on them, right? You can click on, let's say it's the home page. Right? So it'll open up the home page, and because you're logged in, you're able to make changes. You can make changes to the site, and
he wants me to take over. But I can go back and just watch you.
Okay.
Yep.
So this is what you'd see on the pages, and it's telling me this is how you can build the pages. Okay. This is kind of like how the website's kind of designed.
So a template?
Yeah, it's like a template. So the image, there was an image here, there's text here, and you can edit it like this.
Okay.
There's an easier way to go and do that if you wanted to visually edit this. So now this is the home page, right? Go to Enable Visual Builder up here. Once you're logged in, right, you see this black bar, and it's going to be this purple thing. Enable Visual Builder. Click that, and now you can edit how you'd see it. Now, if you protect what's important, life insurance for peace of mind, now you can change this there, And then let's see, is there anything here that we can improve? You aim to pay claims within 5 working days. I don't know, is that true?
Promptly. Promptly. Let's say promptly.
Over X years of experience. How long has Equus been around?
2.5 years.
Very fast growing company.
There you go. Excellent.
So we're looking at some of these things, and there is one for manage your policies. I'm just gonna, I don't know if that's needed. There's one. Pull up. It looks like people can log in. But let's say you make those changes, you would go to the top, and then, right, let's say you made the changes, you would go to the top, exit Visual Builder, save and exit.
Okay.
Right, just like that. Changes are live, they're made.
Nice.
And another thing, what people say is, oh no, I accidentally deleted everything. I'm worried. Technology is scary and everything's broke. Help.
Yeah.
Well, that's the beauty of the site, how I set it up. You can always revert back to the previous one.
Okay, good.
So remember when we could go to pages and edit the page? When you get to this, you just click on the bit. You can go to, there's one thing on the side here. You can see it's status, it's published, it's public, people can see it. Revisions. Oh, you click browse. And let's say I made those changes and I like those changes. And then there's this on the back that says, hey, I can see it says, within 5 working days, this update said promptly, so it's like, I want to go back, here's a timeline. I want to go back to this and restore this autosave. Then I would just click restore, and now it went back to the past.
Wow.
Yep, now promptly is going to say whatever that was. Right? To whatever it was 3 minutes ago.
Wow.
So, because the budget to build out the site was $500, we looked at a lot of other fast ways to build out the site. So it is something quick for you to look through. You can make changes to anything you want here.
Nice. Okay.
Right. So if you wanted to add a new page, you would go through and right, like my work here is done. Some people pay me big bucks for stuff like this, but pages, you can add a new page.
Okay.
Right? Or you could clone a page. I think there's support for that. Where you can clone a page. Let's say you like this about page. Maybe you really have a lot of stuff to say about Equus. You want to talk about stuff here.
Okay.
About, right? It's just like this template. Can you repeat this? Can you copy this and just change the text to provide more information?
Gotcha. Nice.
And have that be a page that you want to show people because it looks aesthetic.
Yeah.
Right? You would just go here to clone. You would clone this. Right?
Cool.
And just copies how that looks like. And now you have this draft. So if I'm going to go preview this, it's going to look exactly like it, but now if I enable it, I can edit this and do all that good stuff. I can change this. Let's say I wanted to change this image. Really, anything that you click on, right, little setting comes up. If I move over here, it's like, oh, there's a cogwheel. I can use this. I can move it around if I want.
Okay.
Or I can move it here. Oh, a little cogwheel. Settings. Oh, I can click this. Maybe I want to do this image, right? Upload.
Great.
A picture, right? Oh, I want to upload something. Oh, go to upload.
Okay.
Upload that, and then it shows up, and I find it.
So that's how I would add a video. If I'm doing
you can do. Yes, you can do.
I just go to the upload. And, okay.
About the way of life treasure map, right? And so for SEO, if you're looking at that, we want to find what people would be looking up for. Let's say we want to give people a treasure map. I don't know if treasure map is an industry term that people already know about. So let me kickstart this off. What would be the like what would you call that treasure map? Like the industry level thing. What would, if I wanted to buy that document and say I would give you $20 for that, that would make my time easier.
Right.
What would I have to type it in? Otherwise, I'd find pirates.
Yeah, it's
Family. Okay, afterlife planning doc.
Yeah, when you're gone, planning for when you're gone or something like that. Like, so people can find your stuff. Your money, not your money.
I mean, what's the product name? What would? So those are some things to think about.
Okay.
I'm just going to like after. No, I don't know. See, that's your industry. Proposed death planning document.
Yeah, there you go. That'll work. That's
so
good.
let's say that's what people are looking up, right? That's what people think that they'd be looking up, right? I would make changes there. I would say that a few times in these headers, right? Don't say it too much. You don't have to say, life planning or death planning document, 100 times, just 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
Right? It's not much. A lot of people think you have to say the term like 100 times. No, just this top header is the most important thing on the page.
Okay.
And whatever text is in there tells Google, hey, this is what that page is mostly about.
Yeah.
So let's say this is what this page is going to be about. It's going to be about this document. If you're making new pages, you want to make sure that it's really just a lot of technical stuff, but this is mostly for you. World's death planning document. About, that's the name. It's not going to be about to. It's going to be in the. It's / about the post, right?
Cool.
Then publish.
Gotcha.
Right? If I wanted to publish it, I'm just going to save a draft. And now that would show up in the bar.
Oh, okay. Is one of the, yep.
Yeah, it's one of the links.
Alrighty.
You could put it so if people hover over about, it shows under that. In order to do that, we go to pages. It's this one, right? Quick edit. The parent can be under about.
Oh, sure.
So
okay.
If there's like a hierarchy, the pages will be under that.
Okay.
And I just click update. And now that's going to show up under about, right?
Okay.
So that's how you would make a page. It's a
Cool.
quick way to stay with that aesthetic of the blue, and that sort of imagery. Yeah, that's right.
Cool. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, there's a parent and then there's the child of that. So all the children of that. Those are pages. It's there's the home page and then there's like the hierarchy of like everything on the menu. That's that's the children of that. So it goes down and goes on.
I like that.
So this is mostly a 10-page. This is a few page site, right? It's not much, but it's efficient. So now I'm going to talk about blog posts. This is something that you should I know that you can be very verbose and stuff. If you ever write anything on Facebook, write it on here first before you start sending it elsewhere.
Okay.
Right? So you can head over to posts.
I have something. Let me just bring
There's a lot of files you got lost in the woods.
I know. Where would I put that? Personal. Well, all right. You show me. I'll remember. I'll add it.
Cool. So,
are you still seeing your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
She lives with me. I can't get rid of her.
Don't say that. That sounds like you don't care. How long have you guys been together?
About 5 years.
Oh my gosh, that's good. That's a long time, especially when you're in your 20s. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, the guys in my age group are scared of commitment, and here I am. So posts, if you head over to posts, this is something where it's like something short and sweet. You could write, like you don't have to worry about moving things around. Just find an image and then write a paragraph or two, like 1,000 words. Right? That's like a page or two.
Yeah.
That allows Google to pick up on it. And if it is a search term that people want, like if it is like, how do I purchase insurance, or why would I want the new kind of insurance?
Living benefits.
It's like, where's the nearest life insurance agent that I can go to, or life insurance near me?
Okay.
Whatever that people would be typing in. This is a quick way to address that. So posts, I'm going to click add new. Right? Let's say it is, how can I find the nearest life insurer near me?
Okay.
Like that is something really cool. So
like agent.
Where to find the nearest, where to find a life insurer agent near me.
Yeah.
That right there is the focus keyword. That is probably the #1 keyword that you would want to show up for.
Okay.
So I would make 5 posts like this, maybe 7 in my head. Remember when I talked about hierarchies? Maybe, you have your site like this, and there's like, it goes down, there's all these pages here, there's a page here, page here, page here. But then you have this post here. Maybe one of these pages is that request a quote page. Like that free, right? So this is the FQ, the free quote page. By itself, it's just one page. It needs reinforcements. It needs extra support for it to show up for multiple words. You can only fit so many words on a page.
Okay.
But you can create context for this page based on the pages and posts and whatever that's referring to it on the internet that's pointing to this.
Okay.
So does that intuition make sense? Like if I write this post about where it is, where life insurance agent near me is, and that links to that, like a hypertext, like it's a link.
Okay. Right.
If that links to this, doesn't have to be, you want this page to link to that free quote page.
Free quote. Okay.
And then include that in the text.
Okay.
And then it'll point to that.
Alrighty.
And then that way it creates context for that page to show up for life insurance agent near me.
Makes sense. All right. So I'm not uploading a Word document. I'm going to just type it in here.
You could. Yeah, I would just copy and paste it in here. So let's say I do have some random stuff. I have about probably 100,000 words within life insurance as 500-word articles that I can just take because it's like I would be able to purchase the rights off of this.
Okay.
So I take it, change instances of other people's names, change it to be yours. Now it's unique.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that plagiarism is a thing on Google. It is. But if you have the rights to it, and if you have the rights to edit and change and use and re-upload, it's not plagiarism because you bought the rights to it. It's like if I wrote a book and said, instead of just selling you the book, would you like to have the rights to the book?
Okay, right.
And then it's like, oh yeah, you can do whatever you want.
I can edit it.
So it's more like that.
Okay.
It's like it's a special thing, like no one's doing it. But if you change it enough, it's like if you change 20% of a book, right, and then it's a brand new book in Google's eyes. They can't say, like when they look at it as is and say, oh, I found this exact same text on this website, meaning you stole this. No, not necessarily true. I have it. It's mine, but it's the same thing. It's nothing new. It's nothing novel.
Yeah.
But if you change this paragraph, you change this text, and change this, so like 20% of this is changed, they'll look at this and be like, it's relatively, I've never seen anything like this. I look at this paragraph and there's no exact match here on the internet. I see this paragraph, there's no exact match here. I see this exact paragraph, oh, I do see this elsewhere, but all this, so far so good, and then I'm like, cool, this is brand new, I want this to show up because this looks valuable.
Cool.
Google does that like in 2 seconds, right, because it's Google. So you would want to do something like, let's say you are writing this page out. What I like to do is create an outline really quick. If you're looking for a life insurance agent nearby, benefits to having a local life insurance agent. Why the top life insurance agents nearby, the best life insurance agent in MN. So these are now headers that can show up. So let's say I write text for this. Looking for a life insurance agent nearby. When looking for a life, so let's say that's the paragraph. I'm just gonna write up filler. I'm looking for a life, because I don't know. Let's say this is filler. Right now, this is probably about 500 words.
Okay.
Change this to be the header. Right now, it's a paragraph style, H2. Now, H2. Oh, trying to separate this. Right. So the reason why we want to do this is, again, it creates that context for the search engines to say, hey, this is what this paragraph is about, and for humans to read and be like, I'm looking for a life insurance agent. I don't want to. Oh, I can find the nearest one near me. Oh, the best one near me. Oh, cool. I can see it. And then they can start to read that, right?
Okay.
80% of the work is in the headers.
Okay.
I'm not 80% of the work is in the headers, because people just read headers. People's attention spans are so small that it's not even, even if they find you, it's like, I'm only going to read like 2 sentences. That's it.
Yeah.
So
no, I'm that way. I like people that bullet point things, because then I can just
it's more or less like that. So So you flesh this out. The main keyword is the one that's everywhere, right? It's the one that's in the name, in the title, right?
Yeah.
Like this up here. When it shows up here, that's the title. This is we call this the URL slug. I didn't name it. So it's like the slug, that's like the name in the, in the URL in this thing. Like that's the link. And then you would want to put down, very important, you want to put down life insurance agent. Right? Now that's the focus keyword. That is a keyword that Google will now pick up on and say, this is a keyword that you want to rank. Is it ready for this?
Okay.
And then there is this thing where if
I would think I would just need one word, like life insurance.
Life insurance.
But
yeah, life insurance. You're competing with all the life insurance companies in the world.
Okay.
If people are, well, you are comparing with everyone in the world, but if you look up life insurance, cool. We could do that. So the context for this is talking about everything nearby in the area, having a local person nearby. So if you would like to make one for life insurance, yeah, that could work. If someone's looking up something nearby, but then it's saying, I'm only caring about people near me. I don't care about the company over in New York City, which probably shows up in the top one or wherever. I just want to look for something locally. Cool. Now you're competing against people that don't know what SEO is. Now you have a better chance of standing out.
Yeah.
And it's like, instead of it being a short tail keyword, which is like, if I wanted to buy a basketball, I type in basketball, and now I see only things on Amazon or the NBA. But now if I want to find a special Spalding 1999 signed, limited edition basketball, now there's probably like one merchant in the world that offers that. Cool, I just buy that. Because he spent the time to just be in that small, long tail where there's very low competition. So if I show up, he wins.
Yeah.
Right?
So focus,
do that in mass.
Yeah.
So that's my strategy.
So focus keyword is not just a word. It's more like a focus phrase.
Phrase. Yeah, it's a phrase. It's a phrase. And then there's like this little analysis down here. So let's say you want to have this show up for life insurance agent near me. I would create multiple blog posts as often as it would get for you to start to say, hey, I now show up. So that's a new page, that's a new page, and that's a new blog post. And now that says it links to that, to the page.
So they're all on that blog page, and they all link to.
Right now it's on. Yeah. Right now it's under blog.
Yeah.
So if I go to it, there's nothing there except. Right. So once you start writing, you put your pen down and then you start to write. Cool.
Yeah. All right.
And then maybe at the bottom you say, it could be something that's within this. So when you're talking, you can always find me. You can always find me and get a free quote here. And then that could be the link. You click that.
Okay.
Free local, get a local free quote.
Sure.
And then you would click this little link.
Yep.
And then,
And
you would
I used Constant Contact for a while, so I did that with links.
with links. Okay.
Yep.
So I would just go up here, open that up, free quote. Right. That's a link. It's just the website free quote.
Cool.
Right. And then if I'm writing the post, you can write at the bottom. Because you know how people scan, I will probably leave one link and a big block, right? People scan the headers, they might scan the links too, because it's something different. They see big text, small text, and blue text. Oh, okay. There's things I can look at.
Right.
Look, talk to me for a local quote here. Something like that. You're talking naturally, and then just add that. Right? And so when they're reading that, they say, oh, I can go there. And that is a link that points to that page. Now whatever context is here also partially transfers to this too. Like it doesn't only transfer, it provides and it duplicates the value here. Because this shows up, now Google's like, this should also show up, even more so.
Yeah.
And then you just click publish.
Cool.
You can add an image. I recommend having just one image.
Okay.
You can find a stock photo on Pixabay, so I'll add that here. Pixabay.com, free stock photos, like high quality stock photos.
Okay.
Pixabay.
Oh,
so it's something like this. All right, you just find it, you just click it and say, oh, I could probably find something here. I can talk about life. Oh, near my retiring age, now I can download this. Oh, cool, now I can talk about how, you could find something and spin it to make it, for life insurance, right? Now that you've retired, it's time to get life insurance. But
go. Pictures, are they free? Do they get paid?
They're free.
The pictures.
If I was an artist, I would want to make money, but I would also want to get my name out there. So let's say there was one author of a lot of images. He basically took a picture of like a silver camera 1,000 times, and I was like, all those were free. He just took a picture of like this in different angles. I was like, oh, I like those. Those are kind of cool. Can you take product photos? And I was like, oh, thanks for reaching out. Yeah, I took product photos. And I mailed him something. He took a photo back and he made probably $20 there.
Okay.
Right? So that's one way.
I have to tell my friend that who's a photographer because I don't think she's thought of it that way.
I met with Lynn, our photographer that took the photos. Yeah, we bounced a ton of ideas around. So I have this playbook for photographers.
Cool.
So. Anyway, I'll take that and save it. But that's basically most of the things here. Without getting too technical, and being respectful of our time.
Yeah,
that's more or less how you use it.
This is fun, and I've always wanted to use WordPress because that's all I ever hear about is WordPress. Like, is there even anything else out there that is comparable? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
There's Joomla, which I use that. It's more or less, they're all CMSs, which are content management systems. Okay. There's one called Drupal that you need it's more a higher level tier, but there's more focused on the developer.
Okay.
On the coder to build cool stuff on it. Okay. But WordPress out of the box works.
Yeah.
out of the box is fast to start working in. But if, let's say, you're a large company, then yeah, you would want to switch to something that can handle a million users.
Oh, okay. So WordPress is good for small business.
It's good for small businesses.
Okay. All right. That's why I'm hearing about it. Okay. Cool. Good to know.
So I'm gonna try and get you some Bitcoin. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it.